So here is my sim racing rig. It's an RC S1 with Fanatec hardware. And you can see the Podium DD2, the DSD side panels, the shifter, handbrake, inverted foot pedals. And I had it on casters, but I ended up having to, they were attached directly to the rig, and now they're attached to a board because the casters I had just weren't strong enough, and they were bending the metal of the rig. So I guess the casters were strong enough, the metal of the R seat wasn't. But with the wood, it's not a problem. Plus, it adds a little bit of a larger wheel and more dampening between the floor and that, so that the actual shakers can work better. And you'll notice that red flap in the back is actually supposed to be in the front. That's because I had to switch around in order to fit not a mini, but a full-size butt kicker, an LFE. The LFE is mounted more towards the front of the seat instead of the rear. So I switched the butt kicker mounting bracket and that little red thing above the R seat red from front to back to make that work. Now in the front I have a Miniconcert, and it's just mounted right underneath the foot pedal. So you can see it's right there. So that's got a 90 watt amp on it. Whereas the one under the seat has a 1000 watt amp. For amps, you can see I got the Dayton 1000 watt subwoofer amp. And then for the Miniconcert, I just got the little Buttkicker amp that you can get as a kit with the Miniconcert. All comes as one. Now I do have 7.1 surround sound with a 400 watt subwoofer. Okay, so let's do a little sound check. I know this, could have got the camera out with the microphone, but we're trying to do this quick and easy. So right now, hopefully this will pick up the sound on the phone, but I'm going to try the front 90 to see how it sounds when we do a test. Now we go to the back one. This is the 1000 amp. Now I have the 1000 amp turned down probably about 1/3 power. I've had it at full power. It pretty much shakes the whole room apart. Not just the rig, I mean everything. The front one, it's hard to tell what power level it's at because it's just a plus and minus and you got to guess where you are. But I think I'm probably about 1/3, halfway, maybe 2/3, probably 2/3 on the front one. Okay, for a test, I wanted to use Dirt Rally 2. It's not the best for shakers. I find some other sims are better, but it's really good. But the reason why I'm using Dirt Rally 2 is because when you're in rally and you're doing an idle in this car, the engine sound while you're idling is in the front shaker is like off the charts. In fact, I usually turn it down. I turned it up for this demonstration so you can see the front shaker versus the rear shaker as for a request. And so I'm not going to be in the sim chair. We're just going to see if we can do this. Okay, so once you, in Dirt Rally 2, once you pull the handbrake, I think the engine noise, yes, it levels out once you start driving, but when you're sitting idling, it's rough. So I have this turned up a lot. Now, usually I would turn this down, but that's kind of the front. It just puts so much noise to the front when you idle. Once you start going, the front calms down. But usually for Dirt Rally 2, I turn the front down all the time because it's just really strong. And in the back, it's just a nice low hum, what it should be. It's so much in the front that you basically, it rattles everything. But once you take off, the idle smooths out the car and you don't get that too heavy in the front feeling. Well, see, really for all the other games, the front would not rattle that much. It's just Dirt Rally 2, when you're idling, it's incredibly shaky with the Lancia. Hopefully you can hear that. Let's do it again. So that's the front, and that's the back. Going at the same time. And like I said, The telemetry is different between the back and the front, but on Dirt Rally 2, they really put a lot of idle noise in the front shaker. And just because I believe you can't have a video without doing some driving,
50, 2 left long, opens up a crest to narrow bridge tarmac.
I'm doing this one-handed, trying to shift, drive, and videotape at the same time. But really this was just to demonstrate the shakers. So you get a feel. Yeah, I can't drive like that.